and how they close, and also the design of how they would puncture the skin would be different. I would imagine those would be different, you know? Also, if I wanted to, I could do some real color coordination shit with my person, because I'm seeing some like nice weird orangey yellow sort of warm colors. I'm seeing some good greens and shit. Like, it's been a fascinating trip around here. I don't want to spend too much time in the throes of corpses. I think I can pull apart digital clocks, so we do want to take those. And she's getting heavy again. Okay, hold on. Let's go see what I can dump in the car. What have you got? You're exhausted, you're hungry, miserable, hopeless, overweight, and ridiculously tired. Get in the car for a second. So I don't know what I can fit in the boot from this. It may be small enough. I can fit the socks. And a belt. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what I can put on in the glove box. It looks like whatever else I'm going to take down here, I'm going to have to pull apart the electronics while I'm down here by the look of it. We're going to have to do that somewhere. And I want that on my passenger seat, which means I can only get out one side at the moment, which is dangerous. But I'll keep picking up shit for the moment. These two need to stay in a fucking backpack, realistically. Be cool though, especially if you could retrieve the staples to wash and reuse. I had that opinion of something else too. There was something else that I wanted to be able to clean after we used it. Also, I assume that like, you know, if your character's like bleeding out, I really think that you should be able to use a belt to form like a tourniquet thing, whatever, to lessen the bleeding and stuff while you do like medical stuff. I think you can do that with some, but I'm not 100% like how much you can do that with it, you know? Get you to hurry up while we do this. I don't want to stand in this pile too much. Just trying to grab whatever I think I can. She's not quite super hungry. There's a gun I cannot possibly pick up. I'll take the belt. I don't know about this stuff. Oh, you can get sunglasses and shit. Mate, what is up with your underwear? You know what? No questions. The belt for tourniquet, that would be good. I feel like you can use it, or that people use like ripped clothing or something. I don't know which. I've seen it. I just don't remember. I could also take some of these sneakers and shit. Okay, hold on. Next group of people. I don't want to take the gun. And I don't usually take this many. I don't usually take this many, what do you call it? Like belts and shit, because they normally pile up as buckles and crap. But I figure they might have uses. Oh my god, this one had tidy whities. Nice. Don't come across that too often. I also know I can get denim patches out of this, which I think I can do to repair people, my clothes and crap. Let's see. You got a lot of that. I look at the wrong pile. I'm like, man, this corpse has got a lot of clothing on it, you know? But yeah, all this stuff, as long as they're like, well, they're not clean, but I figure if I get a point in time where I get enough water, I could probably clean it. Maybe. I don't need like the holsters. I know you can do stuff with metal. I haven't dabbled. She's very hungry. She's overweight. Oh wait, there's a walkie-talkie. I can't pull these fuckers apart, can I? No, but I can take the battery, and I do need a battery for my torch soon. So we are going to steal that. I'll take another belt. There was a couple of zombies down here. I do want to take a quick squiz at. There's a holster. There's a... Hold on. Let's chuck that on there. There's a digital wall. Oh, there's an ankle holster. Fuck knows what that's going to do to me. I don't really want to grab your guns. Grab the boots. Grab the clothes. Grab the tank top. And the jeans. I kind of want to take the caps because the caps kind of look cool, but I have hard hats. Wrist clothing works as bandages. Yeah. Yeah, they do. Okay, I'm going to leave the guns. I know that there's a couple of them here. I might be able to carry a little bit from these guys, so I'm going to walk the furthest down to this one and then walk my way back, because otherwise she'll get progressively heavier and then I'll have to walk back twice as slow. So, like, this person had a lot of good shit on them. I don't want the silver at the moment. I don't need your pink frilly underwear, love. The jacket, though, I want that. And a lot of the stuff I do feel like I can tear up. I feel like suit pants would give me thread. Like, in reality, like, suit pants tend to have, like, a lot of really clean thread. It's not, like, cut weirdly. Whereas t-shirts and stuff don't always. Let's see, what else we got? Got tank top, those. Take the socks, might as well. I kind of want to take some of these shoes and stuff, but I'm not going to. Also, because I know eventually that these corpses do eventually rot down to just being like a pile of bones, I'm trying to grab all this shit now because I feel like I'll kind of miss it. I don't know about like the guns and crap, if they're just going to disappear or if they'll stay corpses if I don't loot them. Maybe. That could happen too. I feel like also tights should be a really good commodity for like straining shit as well. I feel like that's a thing. Fancy shoes. I don't want your fancy shoes. Take your proper bra though. I don't know if my person's got her full kit and caboodle on yet, but she's got her full kit and caboodle. We didn't really need that bra. It's fine. Well, I'm on the wrong side of the fence. I won't be able to jump that. When the corpses are rotting, I think you can get sick if they pile up. Yes. That's why I'm trying to do this as efficiently, more or less, as I can, because she's going to get sick if I stay in the pile for too long, as far as I understand. So yeah, whenever you've got... Oh, she's getting queasy. Yeah, I've been here too long. Fuck. Let's get rid of that. Got like 2 more corpses to do, love. Or 2, 3. Hold on. A vest. Bingo. There's something worth our time. Can I not pick it up? Can I put it in that? Surely I can fit that into there. And a little socks and shit. We'll see if we can fit that. The vest will be worth it. That vest plus maybe a fireman's jacket or a leather jacket or something like that. Alright, cool. Now we can get out of the piles and we can go somewhere where we don't have disgustingness. We will go up to maybe the servo. I'm not quite sure where I parked the white van, the white ute. Fuck knows where I left that. I think I left that at the mechanic. And this car is basically full, so I would need to find a trailer. Oh, hello. I would need to find a trailer at this point in time to be able to get back with like all the shit plus more. And I saw like a animal trailer, but I don't think I can really fill that up with all the stuff that I need. And I haven't otherwise seen a viable trailer around. There could be one in the back there. Hold on, let's try not to run over everybody. I'm trying to keep this car in like as good a condition as I kind of can. Let me go poke my nose in the back because there might be one back there. And I can go around this side to get out of here. Let's have a look. Normal cars. They're all trying to break through the doors. They're going to break through those doors for me. Fantastic. Got a couple of good looking cars back here. Oh my god, that's so tiny. Anyway, I don't know up around that street. I haven't gone that way yet. What about back here? There's another ute that looks pristine. We could take that. There's a nice looking taxi. That's a big looking vehicle. Hello, let me take a look at you. Let me take a squiz. Hold on. Let me just stop here. I know she can barely walk. What's going on with you? It's a postal van too. Okay. Just want to have a look. I know there's a zombie behind the map. Shit engine. What is your boot capacity is not like 100%. Your fuel thing's not 100%. Okay, this is not the best vehicle, but what's your boot capacity? Because that could matter. 78. And it's got a lot of parcels in it. Which is interesting. I'm curious if the parcels might contain like maybe food? Maybe? You can get your ass back in that car and get away from this zombie that's slowly walking over to us because we want no beef with that one. Okay, I'm not seeing a trailer situation yet, but it's not yet quite dark enough. I could go for... No. Oh, that thing's alarm's going off. That's funny. I was like, what the hell is that noise? That's what that is. So I could turn on that if I wanted to break into it. Let me get up back here. I also want to have a look at that card too, because it could be good condition. This is where I left my thing, I think. I might have lost where I left my white ute. Did I leave it up at the servo? Is that what I did? I'll go find out. It's getting dark, so I want to take her inside to sleep, but I'll turn this off. We'll see what I can fit on my passenger seat. Let me take everything that isn't something that I can pull apart, and I'll take that inside. Didn't see it was doing anything. That's okay, I just don't remember where I left it. I might have left it in the food parking lot, maybe. I also have like a couple of holsters here, which could be good. I could wear them instead of, I think, the satchel. I just want to find, as soon as she's done transferring everything, I want to grab anything that is something I can disassemble into the night, and I will go and disassemble it upstairs, because that way I don't have to take it back with me and it's not taking up space. I also don't know if I read the electrical book. I don't remember, but it should be okay. I also want to get this scrap stuff out of here. I know I could use it probably later, but I don't need it right now. I could pull apart that one. And I think that that should be just first aid in there. So I just want to see if I can pull a couple more items of clothing and stuff off my person's storage and chuck them into somewhere. A t-shirt in there or whatever. Okay, and I've got a digital watch in there. I got a steak knife. Okay, so I should have more or less all the electronics on me. I shouldn't still have that on me unless I'm supposed to be getting a battery out of it. Let's go upstairs. Like, I could rip up some of this clothing and stuff, but I really do want her to read the book first. I also want that. Give me that. I'll pull that apart while I'm upstairs too. Okay, so she's okay for food at the moment. I could feed her before we sleep. How's she going with her food? It's still going down. I could feed her before we go to sleep. So let me grab the can of food. We'll go sit her ass down. I might actually make her sleep, and then if she wakes up early, we'll do all the shit. But I'll feed her first, because otherwise she'll wake up because she's hungry. So, sit your ass down for a second, and I'll get you some food. Wherever the fuck that went. There, that. I notice nowadays when I hit open and eat, she doesn't automatically do it, even though it's supposed to be something that she should automatically do. So I think I might just turn down my air conditioning. Hold on. I kind of don't want to fully turn it off, but at the same time, I don't want it as cold as it is. I'll have some of my drink while she's eating, hopefully. Or I'll make her eat and then I'll drink. Alright, so it's like 19 at night. We'll get her ass to sleep. And then in the morning, she'll either wake up to her alarm or she'll wake up on her own. If she wakes up on her own, I'll just get her to pull apart all the electronics. Because that way I can leave them here. We have like just a tiny bit of extra. Okay, she woke up on her own. Fantastic. Let us dismantle the shit out of everything. I know I can't dismantle that, but I do want the battery out of it, so we'll do that. This will take her a hot minute. You can turn your mind down, actually. It's been pumping since around 6 or 7 a.m. Yeah, this one, I only turned it on around, like, when my partner got home, when I got up and stuff. But it's not a big room. And after night falls, once it gets past kind of January, it starts getting cold at about midnight. And like I said, between midnight to like 6 a.m. it can get really cold and stuff. But It's not quite that cold yet. It's just that the heat outside is not there at midnight anymore. So it is noticeable that it is too cold, uncomfortably cold. So I do like to kind of like just adjust it, because I've had streams where I used to leave it on and I didn't notice, and then I'd start like teeth chattering and like shaky shuddering voice because I was cold, and I was so cold I didn't want to like just stop and turn it off and stuff. But there were like early days of streaming where I was like, I don't want to stop for anything. And so yeah, that would happen. I also feel like aluminium fragments might be harder to get than I kind of feel like maybe they should be. Hold on, turn that off. I'd like to take these home with me, but it's fine. To be honest, I taped cardboard to my windows today to have some kind of heat buffer. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that's kind of necessary, honestly, in Australian summer. As long as you're not like in an area where like you've got like nosy ass neighbors and they think that like you're either boarded up, foreclosed, or like doing some kind of like, I don't know, interior like trap house stuff or something. Because then it's just like, cool, now you got to inform somebody that it's not that, you know. But yeah, there's no issues with like making your house more comfortable, because Australian homes are like not well insulated. They're not really insulated. Some places are. I think if you get down to Canberra, the houses are genuinely actually insulated, and if you go up to like Darwin, they're insulated, right? But Queensland and New South Wales and Victoria and stuff like that, they're not really well insulated. Like you'll often hear me say, oh, I can hear the rats in the wall, or they're in the roof, or something's going around. Like, I can also hear the spiders doing mating calls in the walls too. There's no insulation in there, you know? So, yeah, it's just that the bigger creatures are a bit easier to hear when I'm streaming, you know? With 2 cars and motorbikes in the driveway, constantly coming and going, surely they can't be that dumb. Nah, I don't know. Not everybody's, like, got that common sense thing, you know? What's that? Oh, yeah, a single layer brick, tile roof. Basically no insulation anywhere. What's left is ancient and useless. Well, the other thing too is houses are designed to breathe and stuff too, so they're not like hard sealed or anything. So they do get cold. They get stupidly cold. But yeah, that is just Australian homes and stuff. Like if you're lucky and you got to get some insulation in it when it was getting built, yay. But even then, when you're like building a house, sometimes they still skimp out on like doing the insulation and stuff for some reason. It's like they forget that that's a step that can happen between like, you know, the frame and the walls, you know? Because I was supposed to have insulation in this house. I was supposed to have some mild insulation, and they just fucking forgot it, and they sealed up the walls, and they're like, it's going to cost this much for us to pull it apart to be able to put it back in. I'm like, I guess don't fucking worry about it. You know? But yeah, it would also like take the edge off of how much it costs to like, oh no, hold on. It would take the edge off of how much it costs to like heat and cool an Australian home as well. If they were insulated, it would be amazing. But yeah, for anybody that's not Australian, if it's hot outside, it's hotter inside. If it's cold outside, it's colder inside. So in Australia, you'll often find we leave the house because it's more fucking comfortable outside, generally speaking. Or like if you don't have air conditioning, everybody just goes to air conditioned areas and stuff, you know. It's kind of how it works here. So I just rent. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I built my house. I was a very ambitious young adult. This is my second house technically. But yeah, it doesn't necessarily make it any easier. It's just that I don't have somebody that might potentially come and inspect my house on a moment's notice and be like, yes, you have a cat. Cool. I'm not cool with that anymore kind of thing. Like I don't have that shit out of the blue, which is nice. But it still means that like all maintenance and stuff, that's my responsibility. So if something breaks or shit like wears down, I have to fix it. And there's probably like a decent amount of like repairs and maintenance and stuff on this house. I just can't afford it, you know. As long as the walls are sealed and the roof is sealed and stuff like that, and lights still work and nothing's on fire, I guess it's okay. I was going to have a look at that car, but I want to have a quick look around and see. For starters, where the fuck did I leave my ute? And for a second, there it is. Okay, we found the ute. I don't really want to leave this up here because there's also a zombie right there. I might get you to just follow me around the corner, mate. Because I know you will. He should just follow my car because I want him to get away from that. So I want to go down to school. I do want to loot it, but I want to see if I can find a trailer. Because if I can find a trailer, I'll bring it up for this car to attach to. You should be far enough away from that car for it's not to be a concern. I don't want to park and have a ruffle through these guys yet. But I do think I'd rather do this trek with the ute. Hold on. This is a really bad corner. Hold on. Okay. Let's leave this here. So I'll be able to see it from the main road. Now, there is one zombie. That opens into the back. I don't really want to deal with him because I'm a bit too heavy to fight him off now. All this shit. I don't want to put this shit in another car either. Oh, there's one inside too. Okay, well that's the thing. Let's get crouching because he should be like here somewhere. I don't know where he went. Or maybe he went to the bushes or something. He could have got trapped inside actually. Maybe he got stuck in the building. He's either in the bushes or he's in the building. I don't know which, and I don't care. We're going to grab my car, and I'm going to take this for a zip around. I want to try to find a trailer. Because if I can find a trailer, then I can shove all this extra clothing in the trailer, and then I can keep my inventory and my passenger seat clear. And this car's still got plenty of go. So I just kind of got to... I don't feel like the little... Oh, shit. I don't feel like up here is going to have a trailer. This seems like too hoity-toity of a suburb over here. There's a lot of zombies too. So you guys stay there. This is where I've kind of got to go. There is a car park up here I haven't looked at. Bail bonds, right flag in. There's none of that I want any business with. That's just like a dead-end street. I'm looking for... I mean, I can always tow home a small vehicle behind my car. It's just it'd take forever and a day. Thanks to Sunday Driver. That goes somewhere. Oh, a raccoon. There is a little itty-bitty vehicle over here that I do feel like I could tow home. That thing. I don't think that would be too heavy to tow. It's like the equivalent of a fucking trailer in car format. So... let's go down this way. I want to have a quick sip around the suburb. And I want to see... oh, there's another nice looking van over there. I want to see if somebody has a trailer or something useful. That's an actual sports vehicle. I haven't actually spotted one in this game so far. Little tiny car. The rain and the zombies. My game is chunking. It's fine. Surprisingly, this is Zomboid doing it this time. Okay. So, I haven't gone up that street, but I will probably zip back up there eventually. There is a good car there, by the look of it. There's still quite... there's a car behind my avatar, and I don't know if it's a state trooper type, like a prison bus looking thing. It's not like a bus, it's like a car bus kind of thing. So, let's go down this way. We'll go back up and around into the suburb. I'm looking for a trailer. I don't think I had one. There's a farm. I don't think I had one. Like a paddy wagon? No, it wasn't quite like that. That's a tire iron. I was hoping that would have a sledgehammer then. I was taking a look. No, it's more like, what do you call it? You get like a... it's like a large van, essentially. It's kind of like that thing. Like that thing, except it's like a public small bus kind of thing. I don't know how to say it. We get them sometimes for like some certain schools and shit have them. But you also get it for like transport companies and stuff. Sometimes they have like little ones like that for like airport or something, you know? Yeah. I don't know what it's actually called. But yeah, it's just kind of like a private thing. There's the state trooper van. That could be good to get the zombies out. But if I bop over there, they're all gonna go over there. Yeah, a shuttle. That's it. Thank you. There's the word. Everybody outside of Australia is plumb confused, but we know what the fuck that is. That's quite a few called the minibus. Yeah, well, that's what I was kind of thinking of, was like a minibus, but I knew that there was like, yeah, the shuttles and stuff for like when you get like RSLs and things where like they have it for like taking you from like a location to your home or from your home to a set location and stuff, and it doesn't change kind of thing. I have not found a single trailer in this whole place, which is truly remarkable, and I don't know what the fuck this road back up here is. I don't think that's actually a road, it's more like a pathway. Okay, so I have not successfully found a trailer, which is a shame, but the school looks like I could pop a siren car outside of it, which I think I left down the bottom of this map. And I don't know if this street had a bookstore or not. I thought it did. It might be clear enough for me to check at the moment. Rosewood Medical. That looks like a hair place. Bookstore. Bookstore. Here we go. Let me go quickly poke my nose in the bookstore, because it should be empty. I hope. It doesn't look like anything broke out of it. I do like these full-size windows. They're very nice. Is that a book naked? Yeah. I don't quite know, like, if that's in reference to something or whatever. I don't know. She ain't starving, which is good. And as far as I can tell, is there no zombies in here? No zombies. Alright. Well, I should be able to at least look for... I'm looking for like volume 1 stuff. It's okay if I can't find a specific skill book or whatever. It's okay. I just gotta see if I can find one in here. Because if there is one, I'll take it. If I can't carry them, and there's like just all these like miscellaneous literature books, they can stay. I don't need them. The other one? Tailoring. I think I have tailoring at home. I feel like we've got tailoring 1. But if I do read that, I can pull apart all these fuckers before going home. I already have that. I already have that. I'll pick that up. Yeah, okay. We'll read that. That makes perfect sense to me to go read that shit. I know it's the middle of the day. I'll get her to eat something. I'll sit her in the car and I'll get her to eat something. There is like a restaurant there. There is also clean clothing there. So I could also use that. Which side am I in? I'm not on the driver's side. Okay, for a few minutes, I'll just get her to read something. This car doesn't have the food, but we did bring a granola bar, which will stop her from starving to death. And then I can start ripping up all the tailoring shit. So you read that. Hopefully she won't die of thirst in the time it takes her to read a book. And I don't have additional food, which means if I needed it, I would have to go over to my car to get the food. Ideally. So, yeah. No, don't drop that. She might drop that. She's reading. I don't know how long it's going to take her to read, but there's no zombies here, so I'm okay with this. Taking her a really long time to read, actually. Alright, well, anyway. As long as she doesn't hit starving or whatever, starving to death, if she does, we'll zip over. But look, if I can tear up all the clothing in a low tailoring thing and we're down here, and then I can pick her up some free, like, fresh clothing to bring home, I'd love to do that. Just gotta make sure she doesn't fucking die doing this. Also, how is her zombie count? We're at 453, which is insane. She's getting thirsty. She's getting tired. It is getting late. Okay, we're gonna have to move. we're gonna have to move back up to the store because I need her to sleep. Ideally, what I should do is I'll grab this one again, park that there. Reason why I want to grab the other one is it's got all the clothing in it, so there's no point. If I finish reading the book, I want to tear up as much as I can. And I think there is one zombie here, so we can't stay here. I'll have to move her out of here. Come on, car, you can do it. We all know you can do it. You've done it before, we all witnessed it. There we go. When the car is just pretending that it can't drive, you know? You know, one of these days we're going to have AI cars that do that. That they pretend that they can't drive. It's like, you know, you're driving down the street and it's like, look, no hands. Or like it turns off its lights or something like that, as if like no eyes or some shit like that. Yeah, I'm laughing now, but it's not going to be funny when it happens in reality. Alright, let's get your ass up here. We got all the clothing that we could possibly want to pull apart is here. But I'm going to sit her ass down on the floor in here because until we need to sleep, as long as she's near food, and I can keep an eye on those shells. What do we got? We got eggs that are not good. I think she's now starving to death, so I've got to move her over to one of these that have got food on it. Toothpaste, and then we got water. Just pop the water on you because that will solve that. Fucking hell, there's a lot of drinks in here, but there's not a lot of food. Licorice. I know I put like a lot of the food in